Welcome to the Lupus in Color Butterflies of Hope podcast. Today we'll be talking to you about Journey to a Healthier Me, or Journey to a Healthier You. We want to talk about what that journey means very briefly and just the different dimensions of wellness for you. So what is Journey to a Healthier Me? Journey to a Healthier You, because there is not a defined starting or stopping point. It is different and personalized for every individual. There are many different paths that you can follow, and you should take the path that makes the most sense for you. Your journey should be full of wellness dimensions, and people are usually at varying levels on each dimension. For example, while someone may have a very strong sense of spiritual wellness, they may be lacking in their emotional wellness. Another person may feel secure in their financial wellness, but their physical wellness could use some improvement. So we want to talk briefly about the different dimensions of wellness. So in talking about the different dimensions of wellness, we're going to start with number one, physical. Recognizing the need for physical activity, healthy foods, and sleep, and avoiding risky behaviors involving unsafe activities and substances. So we want to talk about being physically well and being conscious of what we do to our own body to make that physical different. So the first dimension of wellness would be physical. Understanding that you have to have some physical activity even through your pain. You have to eat healthy foods in order to help your physical body to recover from bouts of pain that are difficult to deal with. And you have to have some good sleep and things of that nature to really be physically well. Our second dimension of wellness is emotional. Having a healthy respect for and acceptance of self. Having effective coping skills for life's ups and downs. We know with lupus we can be an emotional wreck sometimes because the pain is unbearable at times. So it's important for us to begin to work on our emotional wellness and begin accepting the fact that we do have lupus and that we can make a difference in how we react to the lupus. The third dimension of wellness is social, developing a sense of connection and community with others, family, friends, co-workers, neighbors, etc. Well, that comes with support groups, that comes with online support groups, physical support groups, your family, your support system. You want to make sure that is very much intact, and that's part of your wellness of being well beyond lupus. The fourth dimension could be environmental, promoting and occupying safe, pleasant, stimulating environments that support good health, safety, and well-being, caring about the health of the planet. It's important for us to realize that not all of lupus is created by simple genetics or a drug that you might have had that gave you lupus or just getting lupus. Sometimes we know that it's environmental. So we want to make sure that we're placing ourselves in a wellness state of mind environmentally. We don't want to stay out in the sun too long. We don't want to be in areas where there's smoke and things that can trigger flares. The fifth dimension of wellness is intellectual, recognizing creative abilities and finding ways to expand knowledge and skills. It's very important for us to expand our knowledge of lupus in order for us to understand our lupus better and in order for us to teach others and bring awareness to lupus. So intellectual, recognizing creative abilities and finding ways to expand knowledge and skills. 6 is spiritual. Openness to a sense of purpose and meaning in life, whether it's religious or not. We have to know that there is something bigger than ourselves. It doesn't have to be a religious stand, but it just needs to be something that you know is bigger than you and that can guide you through in faith to get to a better spiritual place and a better spiritual wellness for yourself. And the last dimension is occupational. finding personal satisfaction and enrichment work in or school, in or hobbies, and or things that you like to do. It doesn't have, sometimes, with lupus, you cannot work. So sometimes you cannot really have an occupation, but it's important for you to know that there are other things that you can do that can help you in creating an occupational wellness for you that can be fulfilling beyond lupus and can help you. So those are our dimensions of wellness that we discussed at our last lupus support group. We wanted to share that briefly with you all, just to let you know that the journey to a healthier you can be a very hard trek, but it can be a trek that is doable for your physical, emotional, social, environmental, intellectual, spiritual, and occupational self. Wellness consists of so many different things. It's not just the absence of illness. It's really something that is all encompassing. Maintaining an optimal level of wellness is so crucial to live a higher quality of life. And wellness matters. Wellness matters because everything we do and every emotion we feel relates to our well-being. And when you talk about being well beyond lupus, we're talking about being well in the overall well-being of our whole self. Not just in the physical sense of removing illness from us, but in the sense of our whole self, mentally, spiritually, environmentally. All of that is encompassing optimal wellness in order to subdue stress, reduce the risk of further illness while you are facing a chronic illness, and ensure positive interactions. So we hope that this has helped you in some way. Remember to visit us at www.lupusincolor.com and on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Lupus in Color.